Oh, because I'm happy.
Hello, everybody, come on in. Let's have some happy. Come to you and me. Come on in, join the room. It's you.
All right. Welcome to Coffee and Tea and You and Me.
Woohoo! So today's conversation is about self-care. I'm Shelly Carter, and this is
Nicole Brown.
Thank you for joining us today, folks. So I'm Shelly Carter, owner and practitioner of Alder Healing Center, located in beautiful Lombard, Illinois. It's actually quite gorgeous out today. So part of how today is going to go is we're going to share about how our week went. We're going to talk about some self-care. I'm going to talk about the lymphatic system. Nicole's going to talk about...
I will be speaking on meditation, and then Shelly will take us through a personalized meditation for beginners. Whoa. And I will also be talking about muscadine today, very briefly, during our commercial break.
Awesome. And then my commercial break, I have a meditation we're starting on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we hope to see you there.
Woo!
So my practice is a holistic practice. Alder Healing Center provides solutions for the body, the mind, and the spirit in the way of natural herbs, cleanses, detoxes, bringing peace to the brain and beyond. And Nicole?
I am currently a case manager for veterans experiencing homelessness here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. However, I am also working on my book called Walking with Illness as I go through my journey of treatment with post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as my speaking engagements and my new super life app that I've been able to get in contact with and has so many amazing just stuff.
Hey guys, will this protect me today?
I don't know if that is enough for social distancing, but you know, maybe on the Zoom we'll be all right. Did you make that?
No, a client actually gifted this to me.
So you wear that at the grocery store, right?
Sure, right. So how's your week been, Nicole? What's going on with you?
Honestly, if I have to be authentic, it's been a rough week emotionally.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's been a really rough week emotionally. A couple down days, and then just not wanting to do anything days, and a lot of happy days, a lot of happy times, and just focusing on the positivity. But you know, when you're there, and it's hard to get out of it. But for me, what I'm noticing I'm getting better at is reaching out for help. So in those moments, I was able to call a friend. I was able to communicate with you. I was able to communicate with a few others of, hey, I'm not doing so well. I really need to talk. So, and that is definitely not something I'm used to doing. This is new for me in reaching out. I actually hired a life coach too, so I can stay I know. Realizing that I cannot do everything on my own, and I am in need of more knowledgeable individuals. And so I have Robin Lois on my life team, and then I also have Coach CJ Arate, I think is how you pronounce it, as my life coach. So I think the blend of the two and both teams are going to be phenomenal for me to have my next breakthrough.
Yeah, and then last week too, you were dealing with being sick, and you finally went and got yourself taken care of to find out zero COVID, thank God.
I'm only this stubborn.
Yeah, just a wee bit.
But you know, I do want to throw out there, we have had some very close friends and family members of friends who have been diagnosed. So please keep continuing to pray for healing, not only for family and friends, but for those across the world, because this thing is very real. It has hit both of us, and I know others very personally. My the father of my children he's got a family member in ICU right now. A friend with 3 diagnosed right now, and we just keep sending out prayers and healing energy, not only to our close loved ones, but to our world.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the world, the planet, it's all included because we need a healthy planet in order to have a healthy world. So
Yeah.
it's, you know, when they say everybody do your part. I mean, I don't know how many of you are Jeffree Star fans, but I have become obsessed, obsessed. And it's kind of like my levity, my go-to. And I've been looking at, okay, I've got some makeup. How do I do things a little differently? How do I lift my spirits up? And so I've been playing. So like today, I'm a flower garden.
So you have Jeffree Star, and I don't know much about him other than my kids telling me he's a makeup guy.
Yeah.
Jazz, who's the hair guy that I followed to cut my hair?
Brand Mondo.
So my friend posted a Brand Mondo video who showed how to cut your hair at home.
Yeah.
And after a glass of wine, I did it, and it came out really cute.
Oh, so it wasn't like the mom cut you had when you were 7?
No, it's even and layered, and it's cute.
Okay. Yeah, and it is cute. So
I know you're gonna talk, and this is something I don't know anything about, but stimulation for lymphatic health. What?
Well, what about my week? We didn't talk about how my week went.
I'm so sorry.
So anyway, it has been a rough week for me too. And there's been some really great highs and some great things that have happened. So, you know, some courses have been scheduled. My meditation journal, which is actually full color, is finally done and ready for production. So this piece has been a complete creation by me from the beginning to the end. And I actually started it back in 2012. So I am like, Sylvia, I'm excited that it's finally done. And there'll be more about that later. And so then, of course, those of us moms who have children, of course, if you're a mom, you have children, but you're not doing well, there's an effect on you, and it affects your moods and how you feel. And you know, even though you pray for them and you hope that all turns out well and that they do what's right, and you encourage them to do what you think is best for them, it's
like going to the doctor.
And I think especially because I'm used to Nicole being a few minutes away from me, and then she moved to New Mexico. And so that in itself has been hard, but then that she's sick and then I can't be there to help out makes it even harder. So it's been a tough week. And inside of it being a tough week, there's been some amazing things that have still happened. So that was my week this week. And so you don't know much about the lymphatic system, you were saying?
I don't know anything about the lymphatic system, and when we were putting this together, I'm like, what in the world is she talking about?
Help me.
I'm excited to hear what this is about more, and also how this helps with self-care.
How it helps with what? I didn't hear that last part.
Self-care. We're talking about self-care.
Self-care. Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm going to do a screen share here. So we have many systems of the body. So you have circulatory system, you have your respiratory system, you have the digestive system, you've got your organs and how all of that works. Well, your lymphatic system is an actual system of the body. And I'm going to share the screen with you so you can actually get a sense of what it looks like. Because even though I've worked with clients for years, and they see one of the pictures on my wall, they're like, what the heck is that? And I'm like, your lymphatic system? I'm like, well, what is a lymphatic system? So some people think of like with women, when you have breast cancer, you know, the lymph nodes under your arm or into the breast, or maybe you into the groin area, you might have nodes that are swollen. Your glands in your neck is part of your lymph system that can get congested. So as you see on this screen here, from the bottom of this person's feet, and you actually have a lymphatic system in your brain, which is called the glymphatic system. So, because your brain needs a way to release toxins as well as the rest of your body. Oh, wait, did I say toxins? So part of what the lymphatic system does is it helps to release and clear toxins through your body. So the question becomes is how do you work with it though? So your lymphatic, because unlike your heart and unlike circulation, your lymphatic system does not have what we call a pumping mechanism. The other thing about the lymphatic system is it flows from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. And so it's counter gravity. So it can be a real challenge sometimes to get that lymphatic system working, especially if circulation isn't great, or maybe we've become more sedentary and maybe we're not moving as much as we used to. And we might find that there's more aches and pains. Part of that's because the lymphatic system is congested or congested. So as you can see in this view here, it's actually from the bottom of the feet all the way up and through the groin, you can see, I can't really make it any larger without it pixelating, but you have vessels and veins and portals where the lymphatics, the fluid moves up through the body, and actually, because it doesn't have a pumping mechanism, it moves really super slow. So how do you work with that when it's moving slow and it can get congested? Now, when you think of when you sit, if you're sitting, it's what kind of cutting you off and bending you off in your midsection here, right? And then you can see in the groin and in the belly, up into underneath the armpit, into the breast tissue is where your lymph nodes, you have a lot of lymph nodes into the clavicle. And so the question then becomes is, what are some simple things that you can do at home to get the lymphatic system moving? Because part of its job is to move toxins and get things moving so your body stays healthy. And so a lot of you have probably seen these brushes, these dry brushes. So when you're working with your lymphatic system for circulation, one of the things that's really easy to do, you want a dry bore bristle brush. Now you can get it in soft, you can get medium and hard, and probably extra firm also. So I would start off, if you've never done this before, with a soft bristle brush. And what you want to do is very lightly go over the skin and soft, gentle, circular movements. Let me click off the picture here. And your heart is right about in this section. So when you're working with the brush, you're wanting to go slow movements up the arm, and you're always moving towards the heart. And even when you're working up your legs, you're always moving up towards the heart. Nicole, you want to try this?
Let's try it.
All right, here.
Ah, mine came back as a hippo.
Oh, no. Oh my God.
He got lost in transition. He got lost in another vortex. What am I doing with my hippo brush?
Okay, so take your brush. Now, what Nicole says is that, how many of you guys have heard of a loofah?
Loofah. See, okay. It's not a loofah, it's a loofah.
Well, I call it a loofah. I got my own language going on here, okay? So you want to take your little brush, and sometimes it'll come on a stick, so if you're taking a shower, you can do your back. You always want to do this before you shower or bathe. Why? Because you're sloughing off the dry, dead skin. So your skin is your largest organ that takes in nutrients and releases toxins, okay? So what we're working on doing is opening up, taking off that dry skin so your body can take in more nutrients and release and detox. So this is a very slow, what's that animal, the sloth. So pretend you're a sloth and you're going really super slow. And so you're doing small, slow circles, and you want to get into where you know the lymph nodes are, and then you're working towards the heart always.
So how do you know where the lymph nodes are for those who aren't body aware or even aware that you have a thing called a lymph node?
That's a really great question. So, well, one is actually Google or Siri, or what's the other one I'm missing? Alexa. Hey, Alexa, where are my lymph nodes?
Alexa scares me, okay?
She may start swearing at you. I don't know.
That was too much. She must be silenced.
I hear a lot of times I don't understand what you're saying. So, but anyway. You can Google it. But your lymph nodes, like, let's take the breast area, for example. And if you touch and work, press into here, and if it feels a little bit sore, you might feel some nodules there, or in your neck, in where the glands are in here. This is part of the lymph system. If you feel it swollen, then you know, okay, that area needs some work.
Got it.
So then one of the things now, before you shower, you do want to use a dry bristle brush. Shower, do a shower. Then you can do contrast hydrotherapy. Doesn't have to be like freezing cold and then steaming hot. It can be a slight variation of the switch in how you're using your shower water. And then when you're done, then I would use an essential oil blend to put all over your body so that you're taking in the healing powers of what it is you're working with. John, were you raising your hand? Okay. So, so Google is great, Siri is great, Alexa is great to find out more about the lymphatic system. And whether you have a cold or congestion or a virus or anything that's going on with your body, a lot of us at home, and you know, I've been checking in with my clients to see how they're doing, and they're like, I'm not used to sitting all day like this. I'm like, okay, well, every so often get up and walk around and get yourself a little bristle brush like that, and you know, put on a tank top and just get the system flowing, stand up, do your legs, and just so you can get that circulation going.
Exfoliate.
Bam. Kind of like that. Okay. Yeah. So does that help? Do you have any questions about that?
Anybody, any of our audience have any questions? We do have a chat, so if anyone has any questions, then feel free to pop them in.
I guess we should open up the chat room. So if someone has something to say, they can do that. So, okay, great.
Chat room is open. Okay. So I recently spoke on this, and I have come across this awesome app called Lymphatic, and I am going to share my screen as soon as I can enter my code. So what I'm going to speak on today is the mighty muscadine, and it's not an animal. The muscadine is actually a grape, which is actually a berry that has been around since the earliest detected, I believe, was 1400. Let me look at my notes right quick.
Is that A, B, C?
Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. So, all right, let's get in here and share my screen. Here we go.
It's not sharing.
Oh, ha. That's my babies. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna show
our motto.
Quick clip here.
Muscadine is helping people help others.
Can you turn up your volume?
It was founded on. We wanted a product that was natural, a product that would help people, and a product that was backed up by science. The muscadine is no doubt the king of the superfruits. You know, when the Creator made the universe, He gave fruits and vegetables powerful substances that help our body. But scientifically, when you look at a muscadine grape, it's actually a berry. So what you find is all of the antioxidants and phytochemicals that every berry would have. Think about this. You're talking about blueberries, cranberries, strawberries, and everything that is awesome about those fruits is also found in the muscadine grape. The muscadine is the most perfect storehouse for all of those phytochemicals. What this translates to the consumer is a product that is clean, it's organic, it's never sprayed with any harsh chemicals. You're getting something that you can trust to put in your body. Free radical damage, we face it every day. This is coming from the pollution.
So with this Life app, not only with COVID going on right now, there is Mighty Muscadine and Zinzino, but the main focus today was the Mighty Muscadine just because of the fact that it assists with cardiovascular health. It assists with the prevention of cancer growth. It assists with inflammation in the body and antimicro oh gosh. It helps with
antimicrobial.
Yes, that word. Thank you so very much for that. Inhibition. So I'm actually going to be ordering this in the Zinzino just because I was just really sick with a COVID act-alike. And even though the kids and I are staying home, you know, I just don't want to chance anything. Yeah. So, you know, with that, we have all of these amazing tools here. And I mean, it is honestly just, it's great to wake up and listen to something motivational. It's great to wake up and hear other speakers.
What's that one part, the Razzatazz, the Rascals?
Rascal Radio. Yes,
Rascal
Mom,
Radio.
You're on the Life app. How do you feel about the Rascal Radio?
I really like it. It's a great way, like even before I get out of bed, I'll pop it on and I'll listen to it for about 10, 15 minutes. And then it's a great way to start my day. So.
And a lot of people, I think because they're at home, they're just waking up, getting on social media or waking up, getting on the news and just waking up with a toxic, you know, when you follow those things, you wake up with a toxic mind as opposed to waking up with a positive mindset, because even though we're inside, you have the choice on if you're going to have a positive day or if you're going to have a negative day. And even when you suffer from mental illness, like you can still choose what you feed your brain with, even if you're on a low. So even
if your hormones are out of balance.
Girl, my hormones are always out of balance. Which leads me right into the meditation, because meditation helps you calm that energy. And even with my closest friends and other streamers, they're like, I can't meditate. I can't focus that long. And I can't silence my brain that much. And, you know, with the seminars that you and I have done, for me, it started with, you and John do it. Ooh, what is it?
Sing?
No. The seminars, Landmark Forum.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's been 15 years.
Music? I don't know.
It's been 15 years since I did Landmark, but the thing that, one of the many things that has stuck with me is the already always listening. And that's also what, oh goodness, what's his name? He's another speaker and motivational. He calls it the monkey brain. Darren Hardy, I think is who it is. He calls it the monkey brain. And I call it the squirrel brain because I can stay focused for about a half a second and then be like, oh, what's that sound? Or, oh, something's going off, or I need to do this and I need to do this. And to get me to focus is like, it's near impossible. So for me to be able to meditate, which is what I've been taking this last month, is focusing on coming back to center, to who I am as a spirit and not who I am as a human. I wholeheartedly believe we are spirits occupying a body, not a body occupying a spirit. So for me to come back to center, to who I am, it's been so beneficial, and I feel so much lighter, and it's great. So, and I did your beta testing class for your Wednesday class on Saturday with my daughter and a couple others. And you led us into a candlelight meditation. And it was easy. It was quick. I didn't go squirrel. I may have went squirrel once, but I was able to come back to the light. And I mean the literal light, the candle light. So would you like to walk us through that exercise? I know we didn't prompt you guys at the beginning to have a candle and a journal, but if you have one nearby, preferably a white one, if you want to take 30 seconds to grab a candle, a lighter, and a journal, if you guys want to do that really quick, and Shelly's going to lead us through a meditation really quick.
And I have one thing even better, so we can give you guys time to do that, but I have it on, like, we're going to do a screen share on that too.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that goes. But if you want to go grab a real one, go ahead and do that.
Go grab a candle and a journal and a lighter to light the candle.
This is everybody running. Oh my goodness.
Woo.
So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to screen share here.
Okay. Mr. Savage, do you have a candle?
I think this will work.
What'd you say, John?
I'm using the one on screen.
You're okay.
I'm using it's right. That's it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way this meditation goes is I love candle gazing because I'm not too far off from Nicole where I'm like, something takes me into another direction. It's like, oh yeah, this needs to be done. And then it's like the hamster doesn't get off that treadmill. So I like candle gazing. I'll look directly at the flame and sometimes I look around the flame because sometimes the longer you do this, the more you'll actually see. A lot of us who don't even think we're intuitive, guess what? You're intuitive. And the meditation will help expand your spiritual awareness and help strengthen yourself, calm your body, calm your mind, calm your nervous system. And so it helps you settle right back into your body. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do, and I'm going to time this, we're going to do 60 seconds gazing at the candle or around the candle. Let me see here. Can't find the link anywhere. Okay, was that you, John? Okay. All right. Where was I?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Focus.
Oh, timer. So let me get you on timer here. And so you're going to keep your eyes open. And what I want you to do is just sit back and relax, allow your body to go where your body's going to go. And I want you to take some time and just focus on your breathing. And so just take a couple really deep breaths from your belly. Notice where that breath is coming from. Is it coming from your chest or your belly? Do you want to bring that breath all the way down because that helps to actually calm and relax the body. And so I see, John, you're sitting forward. Is it possible for you to sit back and relax where you're at this moment? And then just notice where you have any tension in your body. If you have any tension, just contract that muscle and allow it to relax. And we're going to go ahead and get the timer going, if I can get my password in correctly. And go ahead and start gazing at the candle. I'll let you know when the 60 seconds is up. Now I want you to close your eyes for 60 seconds. Just notice your breathing. No worries about anything. No thoughts about what to do next. Just allow your mind to go where it goes and breathe. If it helps, listen to your heartbeat. You may see images flash in front of you. You may see colors. Just breathe. Nice, gentle breath in. And then blow it out. So take a nice, deep, gentle breath in. Notice your hands, your feet, your legs, your heart. And ready, when you're ready, come back into the room.
So I'm gonna unmute everybody so they can share if you like.
So what I would like first is if there was anything in particular that came to you while you were in this meditation, as brief as it was, go ahead and take a moment and write down what came to you, if it was a color, a sensation, a feeling. This is probably one of my favorite meditations to do.
It's an easy one to follow.
Mm-hmm. So Nicole, how was it for you, even with the picture of the flame?
I like the
No,
real
it's
flame.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the real flame
Mm-hmm.
because you can see the energy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did anything show up for you using, I don't know, did you have a real flame? Were you doing the exercise too?
No, because we did it yesterday. But I have opened the mics for everyone to take a moment and share what you experienced.
So is there, and on the screen, if on reactions, you can like,
Thumbs up or clap.
if you'd like to share something.
Okay, John, go ahead.
What would you like to share?
So during the meditation, what came to me was a young tree, but it was a strong tree. It was a young tree and strong and had no leaves. And it just stood there and against like a blue sky in the background. And there were white clouds, but the clouds were going away from the tree.
That's awesome.
Does that have a particular meaning for you, or?
Well, it was a young tree, so it's well rooted. Like it's weathered time, and it's on its way to developing and being strong.
Okay.
Got strong roots, but it's still young in the scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's strong, and so it's lost its leaves, but it's anticipating the change of season when the blossom comes.
Okay, awesome.
And
Nice.
against the blue sky, so the skies are clear, and the clouds, although there's clouds in the sky, they're receding. But there's nothing wrong with the clouds; they're just clouds.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So for you then, and I might do a little interpretation, that means that there's new beginnings coming in, and that you've weathered through a lot of what you've weathered through, and your roots are deep enough to, they've withheld the weathering.
To withhold the storm, withhold the storm,
Yeah,
and come back anew.
Yep.
That's awesome. Miss Lois, would you like to share? Where'd she go? Oh no, Lois froze.
She'll come back.
you there, Lois?
Yes.
Okay. We lost you for a moment.
Oh, yeah, it was like everything was still. Well, I thought of when I was, I mean, it was so peaceful, but like a flowing, like a river flowing. It's like I don't think I saw anything, but it was like that feeling of just being able to float or something, just that peaceful. And water is my peaceful place. So it was just like that.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It's kind of nice to be able to take yourself to that place. And that was only 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then there's usually a follow-up meditation that you do that goes longer, but we wanted to kind of give a little taste because your official launch is going to be Wednesday night, right?
Woo! Yes, Wednesday night, this Wednesday, I think that's what, April 23rd at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am launching a weekly meditation. It's the
22nd.
22nd. So who knows what day it is anymore? I can't keep track. So it starts this Wednesday though at 7, 6
Central Time.
Central
8,
Time.
7.
7. Wow.
7, 8, 9. Boom.
7 p.m. Central Standard Time for a half an hour. And so the meditations are for peace, stress relief, relaxation, and it's going to be expanding on a little bit of taste that you got today. We'll have a whole half an hour to work together. And it is going to be by donation only. 30% of the proceeds of what gets donated will go to families in need. And I actually, I'm so proud of my baby. So she's finally been birthed. So those that donate $70 or more will get an autographed signed copy of the journal, personalized from me to you. So, and for those that want to join in, we're going to join in via Zoom, but we will be oh no, we won't. We'll be on live on Facebook. So if you would like more information, please reach out to me. There is information posted on Facebook, but I'll be reposting things in a variety of different ways. So everyone can join in and join in the fun and the peace and the relaxation. So I'm super, super excited. Super
Awesome.
excited, yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna start to wrap things up. Does anyone have any questions about what we reviewed today? Any concerns? I know, Shelly, you have a commercial as well, right? Or was that your commercial?
That was my commercial.
Okay, that was her commercial. So does anyone, is there any questions that you have about the meditation or about the lymphatic health or just self-care in general, you know?
And if you can't think of anything right now, feel free to reach out to us, reach up to us, reach over to us via instant message. And if there is anybody that
is the gym.
What?
I said, that is the gym.
Okie dokie. So
over to us.
If there are any particular needs that you folks are dealing with and you're looking for support in any way, we are a huge source of resources for y'all besides just food and the general basic things. So be sure and give us a shout out. And how can I get recordings from the meditations? Will they stay posted on? They will be posted on Facebook, and I also have a YouTube channel which you can go to at Alder, ALDER space healing, and click on the round logo and you'll see all of my work there. And everything is on Facebook, and usually within 24 hours, it's up on my YouTube channel. And then I'm kicking off, and I did forget to say, I am kicking off my class this next Saturday. There's more details to it. It's energy assessing essentials and more. And it'll be a 2-hour class starting at 2 o'clock. So excited. It's been just a really great class. So We look forward to seeing you at Coffee, Tea, and you and me.
Or you, or me, or you, or all of you. Thank you all. And we're so excited. What?
I said, have a great week.
We will see y'all next Sunday. Sunday.
All right.
Or there's no sports.
Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. Mwah.
Bye.
Lois, you're still in the meeting.